The previous user message containing the general election dates support rest of legislative session, passing the House on May 22, 2025 by a razor-thin margin of 215 to 214. Introduced by House Republicans, it passed the House on May 22, 2025 by a razor-thin margin of 215 to 214, signaling deep partisan divides and high stakes. This bill is not just symbolic, it's strategic. Designed to anchor the Republican legislative agenda, it touches nearly every aspect of federal policy. Tax reform highlights permanent extension of TCJA provisions. H.R. 1 makes key parts of the 2017 Trump tax cuts permanent, including full expensing of equipment and expanded pass-through deductions for small businesses. SALT deduction cap increase raises the state and local tax deduction cap to $40,000 for households earning under $500,000, gradually phasing out for higher incomes. Creation of MAGA accounts. Establishes new tax-free savings vehicles called Money Accounts for Growth and Advancement, MAGA, giving $1,000 per child to parents to invest. 5% tax on remittances abroad. Adds a controversial flat tax on money transfers sent from the U.S. to foreign countries, directly targeting remittance-heavy immigrant communities. Healthcare overhaul, Medicaid work requirements. Adults above the poverty line must be employed, studying, or training to qualify for Medicaid, a major shift from previous eligibility rules. Ban on gender-affirming care via Medicaid. Starting in 2027, Medicaid would no longer cover any form of gender-affirming health care for transgender individuals of any age. Cuts to reproductive health funding. Federal funds would be stripped from any nonprofit that provides abortion services, even if those funds support unrelated care. Impact. The Congressional Budget Office, CBO, estimates millions could lose Medicaid coverage, particularly single adults and low-income parents. Defense and border security. $150 billion defense boost. Massive investment in unmanned systems, drone fleets, AI-based surveillance, and high-tech modernization of the U.S. military. $70 billion for border security. Includes $46.5 billion for new physical barriers and wall expansion, plus funding for 30,000 new CBP and ICE personnel. Education system changes, Pell Grant overhaul. Introduces stricter eligibility standards for traditional Pell Grants while creating workforce Pell Grants for trade and technical students. Elimination of subsidized student loans. Ends federal direct subsidized loan programs for undergraduates. Deauthorization of gainful employment rules. Prohibits the Department of Education from penalizing low-performing career colleges. Supporters say the bill restores accountability, prioritizes working families, strengthens borders, and reignites national defense. Critics warn it targets vulnerable populations, including immigrants, trans individuals, and the poor, while exploding the national debt. Fiscal outlook. According to the CBO, the bill would add an estimated $3.7 trillion to the deficit by 2034, raising questions about long-term affordability. Legislative timeline. Introduced May 20th, 2025. Passed House May 22nd, 2025. 215-214. Next step. Awaiting Senate action